If you're trying to find out how to grow on Twitter fast, there's lots of paid tools out there like Tweet Hunter and Hype Fury. I'm here to tell you, you don't need to use any of them. Here are 4 advanced tips to grow on Twitter fast. The first tip, and something that almost nobody talks about, is getting from your first 0 to 300 followers. If you don't do it this way, you're going to be stuck at this stage for a year. The next couple of steps are about creating the optimal content, but without doing this, you're going to have no one to show it to. At the start, it doesn't matter how good your content is. When you're getting 50 to 100 impressions a post, no one's going to see it, no one's going to like it, and no one's going to be able to retweet it. So it's very hard to get traction. So what you want to do first before you start really focusing on your tweets is to get a good few niche relevant followers on board. And this is how we do it. Find a large creator in your niche and find one of their latest posts. The objective here is to find their optimal followers. Now, obviously, if you're in digital marketing, you could come up here and you could search the term digital marketing and you could go through the list and you could follow a couple of the people who look like they kind of resonate with the content you're going to be tweeting about. But that's a terribly inefficient way of doing it. A lot of those people probably aren't even active that much on Twitter. So what you want to do is you want to find a large creator in your space who's currently getting a lot of traction and find their latest tweet. So we can see this tweet is 50 minutes old. This guy is one of the largest creators online for online business. So if you're in that space yourself, for example, you would go and you would see their latest post and you click on it. So if you scroll up to the top of the thread here, we can see the main post. So what we want to look at here is the 18 retweets and the 266 likes. If we click on the retweets, we can see all of the people who retweeted it. Now what you want to do here is you want to go through these, read the bios and see which of these people resonate with the type of content you'll be creating as well. They're already liking and retweeting similar content to what you're going to be putting out. So what you want to do is you want to click on some of them, you want to open up their accounts, you want to follow them, maybe add them to a list, which we're going to get into later, and then start commenting on their stuff, liking their stuff, and building connections. And do this every day with 10, 20, 30 creators. And after a couple of weeks of doing this, you're going to have 200 or 300 people following you back, engaging with your stuff as well. And you're going to start building a reputation and getting some impressions in your space. And then you can start creating the valuable content that we're going to talk about in the next steps. This Twitter growth strategy involves content creation. So no matter what niche you're in, you don't want to be guessing what content is going to perform. Obviously, you want to put your best ideas out there yourself, but you also want to find some other ideas that have performed well in the past and repurpose them in your own content. So to do that, you need to install Twemex, the sidebar for Twitter. So just Google that, add it to Google Chrome as a Chrome extension, and then hop back over to Twitter. So I'll just use my own account as an example. So say you were in the same space as me and you've got 100 followers and I've got, say, 2,000 followers, then you could say, how did I grow and what type of content resonated with my audience? And if you're trying to grow as well in the same space, you can start, peppering some of those same topics into your own content strategy. So what you would do, you'd browse to any profile of any creator and you go up to the top right. And now that we have the Chrome extension installed, we can open Twemex. And this will show you all the best performing tweets that this content creator or any content creator that you land on their page has. So you can see these are my best performing tweets. You can see what ones are doing well, and you can take the idea, the topic, and you can repurpose them into your own content strategy. Because you know they've done well in the past for this audience, so they're going to do well for you too. The second tip involves advanced Twitter search. What we're going to do is we're going to search for this term. And all this does is it tells you from the username, you want to see all their posts within that date range. So all you need to do here is replace the username with a large creator in your niche who's grown recently. And we want to start seeing what content helped them gain traction. So to do that, we don't look at what posts they're posting now because they can post about the weather and they're still going to get a lot of likes and follows because they're such large creators. But back when they had as many followers as you want to see what they were posting then that really started moving the needle. So to do that, you just replace username with the username of a large creator. So here I'll type in Justin Welsh, who's a large creator on Twitter in the online business space. And then we just set the date range. And you might need to play around with the dates until you get some good results. So usually I start broad, so I'll go January 2021 to January 2022 and see what results I get. So hit enter. And in here we can see all of the posts within that date range within the year 2021 to 2022. And if you can scroll down here, we can see on some of his posts he's getting 20 likes, 25 likes here, 10 likes for this post. And if you open up his account now, we can see that 2 years later he's getting, say, 560 likes on a post, 53,000 impressions. Here he's getting 350 likes. Here he's getting 1,700 likes. So what we want to do is we want to go back here and we want to find the stage where he starts going from, say, 23 to 50 likes and he starts really making a jump and a leap to, say, 150, 200 consistently. And then you want to look at what type of tweets and what type of posts that creator was making that helped him make that jump. Obviously, you have to do the work beforehand of slowly building up an audience as well, but you're going to be doing that in any way. But it's also great to know what type of content takes you from one level to the next. So what you want to do is play around with the date ranges until you find some good quality posts that you can then incorporate into your own content strategy. The third tip is outrageously simple. It's going to take me 2 seconds to explain. All you need to do is when you post something and it gets a little bit of traction, it's doing okay. Maybe it gets, I don't know, this last post got 1,200 impressions. But when I first posted it, I got about 500. And after about 8 hours, it started tapering off. And that was pretty much all the impressions it was going to get, which was super low. So what I decided to do was retweet it. Retweet my own post 8 hours later, and it got a boost. Now it's up to 1,200, 1,300 views. And it got a few more likes as well. Do this for every post you make that's getting an okay amount of engagement. If you post something and you get, say, 500 impressions and you get a very small amount of likes, like 0 to 5 likes, it might not be worth retweeting. Maybe the tweet you can come back to it in a few days and you can rework the hook. But if you got decent engagement and Twitter aren't pushing it, just come in and retweet it. And do that with all your tweets. It's a great way of doubling the amount of impressions you get. And it might seem obvious to some, but a lot of people still don't know about or do this. So another growth tip and a way of getting loads of impressions each month is to find about, say, at a minimum 10 to 20 large creators in your niche. They're creators with over 100,000 followers. There can also be some medium-sized creators in there who are really growing or doing something special, growing really quickly at the moment. So make that list first and then come back over to Twitter and search for the accounts. And now what you want to do is you want to click the 3 dots under their banner and select Add to Lists. Now you want to pick Create a New List. Let's just call it Large Creators, select Make Private and click Next. Now you can search for the other creators in here as well, and you can just add them to this list too. And once you're done with that, select Done. Next we jump over to TweetDeck. In here we want to select Add Column and then choose Lists and just pick your list. Now because I just made this one 2 seconds ago, there's no tweets. When any of these large creators tweet something, I'm going to see them all coming in here into this feed. So you can see one on the left hand side which I made before. I have all these creators in the marketing space and the online business space. And I come in here every day, and if I can see something that I can add to the conversation, I'll leave a comment. And these creators are getting hundreds of thousands of impressions per post. And a lot of those people are going to the comments, and even some of the comments are getting 10, 20, 30,000 impressions. So if you come in here every day and start commenting on all of these posts in your niche, you're going to start getting attention, you're going to start building some reputation, and you're going to start getting some of those impressions back to your own profile. For more like this in content creation, digital marketing, and online business, make sure to subscribe and go check out my channel. Thanks for watching.